The manners that I love, those kindness courtesies, like letting someone merge in front of you in the car, or helping someone if they drop their grocery, or moving out of the way for someone, or saying hello to them on your walk. It makes your day just as much as it makes theirs, because people really, more than ever, react quite in most situations like, oh my God, you're so sweet for helping me pick that up. Like people just are not expecting those courtesies so much anymore. And guess what it does? It makes your day.
Look, we're not here to sell you transformation. We're here to share some truths. Because this stage of life can sneak up on you in the best possible way.
There's a new quiet swagger that comes with it. One you earn simply by being you. We'll walk with you. You don't have to be anywhere else. Turns out it's good here. And sometimes it's even great.
Well, welcome back, you guys. So, Ellie, I have a question, as normal.
You love your questions.
Do you love my questions?
But before you ask your question, can I just say, I hope some people go to some of our social clips and eventually our YouTube, which is coming.
Yeah.
Because you look very stylish. So I think people should go back to last week's episode on style.
Yes.
And they should look at you at the same time.
Thank
Because you are the epitome of style.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Now you can ask your question.
Okay, great. Okay, we're talking about manners. Do you think that manners have disappeared, or do you just think things are changing with how people face manners?
I love this topic because I had to do a bit of thinking and research to think, because manners, as much as they're important to me, I didn't feel like I was equipped. And then I came across this idea that answers that question that I love.
Okay.
And I think maybe younger generations might understand this, because I think the initial thing when you hear the word manners is it's fuddy-duddy, or it's pompous, or it's unnecessary, or it's restrictive, and some of it is.
Yeah.
But I think when people think manners, they're thinking more about etiquette.
I think so. Like thank you
cards, table settings, use the right fork, and some outdated etiquette like be spoken to first, or be seen or not heard, which are definitely outdated. So yes, the rules have changed, but I think the manners that absolutely are important and that haven't changed, nor would I want to see them change, is the so simple ones, which actually, if you distill it, is about caring for others and showing respect for others, whether they're a stranger in a supermarket line or in the car, or someone you know, a friend that you're talking to.
I feel like it's like, I think you were saying the word common courtesy, or I feel like maybe what's happening is people are just slightly more rude. Maybe? I don't know. There's a shift. There's definitely a shift.
I think people are, look, again, like, things that we hear all the time. They're busy walking with their face in their phone.
Yes.
Or earbuds on. So, and our good to know speaker today is going to talk about exactly something to do with that. Look, I love walking with music or a podcast as much as the next person, but you can still acknowledge people that you walk past. And I do prefer common courtesy. Maybe people resonate with that better than manners, which sounds like sit up straight and use the right fork and spoon, which are all wonderful things if they're important to you. Having those kind of etiquette style manners does not mean you are a kind, good person. That actually can conceal the fact that you are maybe not nice at all, and you use that as a front. So that's not necessarily the be all and end all. So I think etiquette is like the accepted procedure, but manners actually care about the person in front of you.
You know what? This just made me think of something really quickly. So when I teach at the University of Sydney, from time to time, I just have interesting students that come. Some travel like into the city of Sydney from country. And it just literally just right now, I was thinking about a conversation that I was having with a couple of the women there. They come in from like not too far away from Sydney, but down south where we were not too long ago last year in Kiama, but a little bit more in the country. And they said it's like so strange. Every time we come into Sydney, it's like people don't look you in the eye, or there's a weirdness around the energy, like a closed off energy. And I was just thinking that while you're talking about sort of etiquette versus manners and how we treat people. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something in that, right?
Well, I think it's worth listening to our word from the wise. We've got a dynamic duo again, Gay and her dear friend.
Yeah.
And I love their slightly older than us lens on this, because they talk about unpacking the difference between manners and boring procedural etiquette, which maybe hides actually not kindness. And they distill it down to something that maybe people will be surprised at from an older generation who were very much brought up on etiquette, that actually it's about respecting the person in front of you.
That's what it is, yeah.
And I love, like, we're going to spend more time with them today than us, because I think I love the lens of someone older that has a modern view on life but was brought up with manners, and how they've brought what they were taught together with how life is now. But I think you have a really interesting story, and
it's how this episode came to be.
It is. It's why you wanted to do this episode. And I think we wanted to focus on the two most important, easiest manners or kindness or common courtesy you can have. And you've got a story for that. And then I've got the second one.
And actually, after I tell you mine, I want your take on it. Am I being too precious or not? So
yeah, because I need
you to
we always save the story for the podcast so I can give a natural reaction to what you're saying. Go for it.
I have a marketing company, and some of our clients have been with us for up to 8 years in some cases, and they pay like a small monthly fee for some of the website work. And I love giving gifts, and it's not for expecting anything in return, but it's I want to acknowledge them for being an amazing client of mine. So I call it happy client anniversary, and we'll send a little gift, whether it's a bottle of wine or it's some lovely little nibbles, whatever. Depends on the person.
How nice is it, by the way, to get, whether it's a thing or a note that's unexpected?
Yeah.
Because remember the days where you do a thank you note? All that's gone. Imagine how easy it is to stand out in business and personally.
So
because
true.
Nobody's doing it. Continue your story.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well,
I'm sensing it wasn't good.
Recently, there were about, I think it was 6 or 7 clients that it was time to send gifts out. So we sent, and I handpicked them as well with the help of Prue.
So they were really special.
They're special.
Hi, Prue. Shout out to Prue.
Prue helps us on the episodes here. So she helps me pick them out, and then we write thoughtful notes and everything about the person.
Yeah, so it's not even it's pro formed, a printed digital AI note or something.
Yeah, no, it's thought out. And I got one person that texted me and said, "Oh my God, I just got your gift. How thoughtful. I'm so excited to use it. You guys are so lovely." And then no one else.
So 1 out of 6?
1 out of 6 said thank you for the gift. Am I being... Okay, so then I'm
yeah, go.
It kind of got under my skin, all right?
Yeah.
Got under my skin to the point where I'm I emailed the rest of them.
I know what you're going to say.
And I'm did you get, just checking in, did you get the gift?
Passive aggressive. Excuse me?
You tell me, am I being weird with this?
No, not at all. Okay. Because I think, regardless, I think definitely common courtesies and manners generally have absolutely dropped down because we're so consumed and busy and overwhelmed, and we don't like being told what to do, and we want, let me be, and all the things, which is all fair, but that doesn't mean kindness goes out the window. But having said all of that, if someone sent me a gift for whatever reason,
don't you say
whatever it is, a note, a gift, a flower, or whatever, how could you not just take 32 seconds to write a text or an email if you don't want to call?
That's what I'm like too.
To say, that was so lovely. Even if you hated the gift, you don't hate the thought. You can't. And also, it's not 1,000 people do this every day, so it gets lost. The truth is, I don't think a lot of people do this. So, good on you for still doing it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's a really smart thing to do professionally and personally. If a friend has either gone through something difficult or done something really lovely for you, there are so many ways to acknowledge that, and that is also good manners. But again, manners maybe just gives the wrong impression. It is a common kindness, which is not very common.
Do you know, and one more point on that, because I do want to make a point on the thank you, is when I used to run big events and we had volunteer crew, these are big seminars, right, with speakers. I know you work with speakers. Yeah. We would have volunteer team members that would come in. They'd be graduates of the courses. And I used to, at the time, for a short time, I was the head of the crew. I was head of crew, as they called me. And so I'd recruit them in, I'd train them up on site. And then I would actually get thank you cards And I would watch them over the weekend because it was a 3-day event. And I would handwrite a card for each person, sometimes 50, with a personalized note of something I noticed that they did on the weekend, because that's how strongly I feel in acknowledgement and thank yous.
Well, I actually know that to be true. I did not know you were going to say that, but
Yeah.
I want everyone to know what you're saying is 100% true, because it reminds me of something. At your 50th birthday weekend, last year, we went away with some of Heather's longest friends she's known for the longest time in different parts of her life, which was very sweet because I got to meet people I didn't really know or have barely or never met.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to meet people from all different parts of your life. And this is something actually I just realised are very good at. You got us all, amongst many things that was very sweet over this 3-day weekend, was at the end, once we'd all had time together and to get to know each other, for those of who didn't, there was a card for everybody, and you would write something from the weekend for that person.
Yeah, I did.
From you. So that at the end, if there was 8 of us, you had 8 things that people said they noticed about you that was really lovely. So this is where I think manners is so much more than your pleasers and you hold your forks and you open the door for someone, although those are, I still think, lovely things. And actually, again, a word from the wise, you'll hear about, I think it's so interesting, this trend that's happening now where females don't necessarily want the door held open for them. And I'm not going to comment on that. I'll let the ladies say what they think about that, because that's a really interesting, and it's personal preference, so there's no right or wrong. But I think it still is that lovely gestures, I think, that are true to you are just like, how nice when someone does something kind for you. And the thing is, right, the manners that I love, those kindness courtesies, like letting someone merge in front of you in the car, or helping someone if they drop their grocery, or, moving out of the way for someone, or saying hello to them on your walk. It makes your day just as much as it makes theirs, because people really, more than ever, react quite, in most situations, like, oh my God, you're so sweet for helping me pick that up. Like, people just are not expecting those courtesies so much anymore. And guess what it does? It makes your day. You stopped for 2 seconds to pick up someone's dropped grocery bag of oranges or whatever, but you just made 2 days, yours and theirs, because of the effect you have. And I wanted to share, you shared the thank yous are not valued enough. The other thing I wanted to say is hello, which our Good to Know is going to talk about, just when you're walking and people just refuse to say hello back. Because I've mentioned in other episodes my dad's family, and my dad he's moved back to Hungary. So I go visit him. I try to every year. And they just have such an inbuilt etiquette that no matter what time of day is it, no matter where you're walking, if you walk past someone, you say good morning or good day. I've never seen anything like it. Like, even sometimes I forget if I'm consumed, they say it. It stands out, and they look you in the eye, and I just love that so much. And there's one more thing we wanted to cover, and then we're just going to hand over to people who know way more than us. We've got some really great contributors. These RSVPs. Oh, yes. Really frustrating people. When you send an invite out, or you get an invite, could you please respond?
This is a thing.
I can come. I can't come. I'm not sure. I'll let you know. These are all very okay answers, because people have made the effort to think of you, to put something together, whether it's an event at their home or a dinner or an outing, or let's get together. Let's spend time together. Let's nurture and cherish each other. We've got texts now. We've got phones. You don't have to write a thank you note and go to the post office.
So simple.
I think thank yous, saying hello or good morning when you pass people or you get in a lift, and RSVPing. These would be 3 good things to focus on.
And the next time you're on your phone and somebody's trying to talk to you or walking by you, look up.
Look up. You don't have to stop your call or your podcast. Don't stop the podcast. But you can smile, and a smile is as much of a beautiful hello as words are. Just look at the person and brighten their day, I say. Perfect. So let's hand over.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
This is where we share voices worth listening to on today's topic. Good to know. Up next.
Hi guys, my name is Landon. I'm a business strategist. My view on manners, I grew up old school, so please, thank you, open doors, hold them open for people. And also, when you're travelling on public transport, you should always get up. They're some of the old school ways that my mum taught me as I grew up. Now, what I've noticed in relation to manners around our community, on a daily basis, for between 20 to 30 minutes a day, I take our dog for a walk. So I like to hold these little psychology sessions where my wife and I were walking with the dog, and we sort of give a number system to whether people reply to us or not. So we have a 1, 2, 3 system. 1 is if people look us straight in the eye after we say hello, and they respond accordingly and say the same thing back. Number 2 is when they look at us, they acknowledge, but can't quite get the words out for some reason. Number 3 is to do with people who acknowledge us, turn away, pretend that they're listening to some music, and basically ignore us. So on some days it sort of becomes quite balanced, but we've noticed recently that it's probably more 3s, a few 2s, and the occasional 1. Also, people who tend to respond as a 1 tend to be people that are older than us or elderly as couples, and generally people who own pets. One of the other things that we do on the walk is that I would take a plastic bag with me, and I pick up glass and I pick up metals, generally stuff that the local animals might find that they would collect, maybe eat, and I'm trying to protect them from people being a little bit slack. So that's an interesting one because 90% of the time people tend to walk past these things. The other thing I do is I pick up newspapers. And generally they're newspapers that have been delivered outside people's homes. And as we're walking along the path, most people would walk past it. I tend to pick it up, put it on the fence, and it's just a little social grace, a little bit of community service in and around our neighbourhood. What I've noticed with manners recently is that it tends to be something that's waning. It is old school. New generation tend to, I think, they tend to be not dismissive of it. They're not as aware as they should be. Maybe that's just a reflection of the disconnection with communication directly with people because of the way that the world is going. They tend to do everything online. We have a role to be able to pass that down to different generations, and we have a son that is better than most children his age. He's in his 20s. But what I've found is that generally they tend to not lean into it.
Next up, we hand things over to someone younger to decode a trend, a slang word, or something we've missed. All right, let's get the cool kids to explain.
Hi, I'm Priya. I'm 21. I'm currently studying Bachelor of Commerce at Deakin Uni. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. The whole idea that people have become ruder or that manners are dying out lately. And I don't really see it that way. I think our idea of what respect actually looks like has changed. In the past, being respectful was mostly connected to being quiet, listening, agreeing with people older than you, and not really questioning things, not making too much noise about what you wanted. And now people are actually encouraged to express themselves, ask questions, figure out who they are instead of just fitting into what's expected out of them. And I don't think that's rude at all. I think that's just people being more honest about who they actually are. And also, I don't think social media is what makes people less considerate. It can definitely make us less present sometimes because it's so easy to get distracted, to be somewhere physically but not really there. But I don't think it decides whether someone's kind or respectful. That's more about person than the phone. Some people are just more thoughtful with or without a screen in front of them. And I think one thing older generation kind of misunderstands is that respect doesn't always look like an agreement anymore. Our generation believes you can disagree with someone, you have a completely different opinion, set a boundary, and still deeply respect them. For us, respect is also just about listening, actually understanding each other, and letting people be themselves. So I don't think we have forgotten our manners. I just think the way we show respect has evolved with us.
Every episode, we pause for wisdom from someone who's been through it and learned a thing or two. Here's a word from the wise. Hey guys, we actually have a really special chat this week. Gay's brought in one of her friends who's from the coffee club that we are always talking about. So wait till you hear these two have a conversation. Okay, here we go.
I have a manner that I refuse to let go that I was taught by my mother that drives some of my friends crazy, and that is if we're in a restaurant, I cannot start my meal until everyone has a meal in front of them.
Yeah, and how often do you see that?
But it drives some of my friends crazy. Some crazy.
Well, I'm ingrained with... if I'm in a supermarket and I walk in front of somebody, I say, excuse me.
Yeah,
always.
Of course.
I've always done that. And that is
would.
ingrained. And the other thing is ingrained, you walk on the left.
Yes,
You walk on the left.
Isn't
And
that
that's
annoying?
a manners thing, isn't it?
It's
And
such
not
a
everybody
real-
knows
No, they
that.
don't. They don't.
And if everybody walked on the left, we'd all be more efficient.
Yeah.
Well, you are. You test it out. Right? Nobody knows it though, right?
Yeah, and
it's a cultural thing. It's very much a Western thing too.
Yeah, and it also depends which side of the road we drive on in which country. That can make a difference. But I can be walking down the streets and go, what are you people doing? Get over.
Get over, I do too. I'm getting less patience with it. Less patience with it. You walk into somebody and say, to the left, and they don't get it.
No, they don't. They don't.
Do not.
No, they don't.
Do not.
No.
And what's one of the other? Well, eating with your mouth open. Talking with food in your mouth.
Oh, that's terrible.
And I mean, sometimes I forget, and I am guilty of it, and I think, oh, stupid me. Also, putting your food in your mouth, not with your tongue out, right?
Oh,
when
that's
you're
awful.
eating, right?
Oh, no.
That is not good. Nobody wants to see that. Or lots of noise when they're eating.
Oh, that's horrible. No.
No, that's not good.
Horrible.
That puts you right off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You can hear people leaning like a horse.
Oh, yeah.
Like my parents would say, are you a horse? Right? You're not a horse. You're not an animal. No. Close your mouth when you're eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we've got lips.
Yeah.
Most
I actually watch people.
No, it's true.
I actually watch people in restaurants and things.
Lots of animals don't have lips, so they have to chew with their mouths open. Where we have lips that actually keep our mouth together
and
while
keep
we
the food
chew.
in.
Yeah.
And we don't have to watch it.
And it's really interesting if you watch little children when they first start to eat solid food. No, they do it naturally.
Yes.
And then somehow they forget it, and then we have to keep reminding them.
You're reminding them again.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
For years and years and years.
Well, and then they start to question the manners. Who made that up? One of my children say, who made that rule up?
I was taught so strictly that I just do
ingrained.
them automatically.
Yeah,
and when I think about them, I think they're sort of a part of courtesy and respect to the other people around you, so I may as well keep doing them.
Yeah. I think interrupting is my big thing with manners.
Yeah.
And it's more of a ADHD thing, I think. Definitely got some of that.
It's enthusiasm.
Enthusiastic, yeah. I do that. I think that's bad manners. It is. And it's better to be quiet and listen. That's good manners, isn't it?
And also you learn a bit if you actually listen to other people.
Absolutely.
You learn more about them and you learn more about the world and their opinion of things.
And as I said before, I know about me. I want to know about them. Right?
Because listening to people is actually an act of love, because maybe some people have something they really need to say and want to really share with you.
It is. Yeah, it is, to have the time and patience.
Yeah.
I mean, for you not to be heard.
Yeah, that's all right.
You're not
sometimes.
to win. You know, it's not a win game.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, that's a good point, really. Actually, I've got one son who has the best manners out of all the kids, and you wouldn't believe who it is. It's the eldest.
No.
Yeah. And he, unbelievable. But they've all been taught, all been taught.
Yeah.
So. And it is respect when you go out, especially when they're working. It's your reputation. Right? You're working, you go out with clients and corporate events and whatever.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because, as you know, I went to a university overseas, and that university did a study, and it followed their MBA students into the workforce for 10 years, and the study showed up that good manners, they got further in the workforce with good manners than with good results.
It is, it's a standard too. It's a set moral standard. It's not only manners, it's moral.
Yes,
isn't it?
yes.
Courtesy.
And talking about little kids and manners, I never forget when I had my daughter at the house with lots of kids, and then I served all the kids and I was getting mine, and then one of the smallest children said, "Don't start till Nana sits down." And I went, "Oh, thank God, you lovely child, I love you."
Yeah, I think a lot of people have lost that because they don't sit down to dinner together
that's
a lot.
They don't sit down together.
Yeah, that's right. And you have to do that to learn it.
That's exactly
don't you?
right.
Otherwise you don't learn it. Everybody's so busy and going and running and no time.
Yeah.
And yet that is crucial for keeping a family together too, I think.
I agree with you.
Young women are not allowing men to have manners these days.
Yes.
When, it depends on... And there are still men who are brought up like that. Like you stand in front of a lift and they wait before you go in. Or they open a door, right? I still find that, right? But I think young women who are against that, I mean, I can open the door, all right? Of course I can. But that's really nice that somebody else does it. It doesn't have to be a man, right? It's not really a man hating a man for doing, or saying a nice thing to you, like, you look nice, your dress is nice, your shoes are nice. That's not propositioning you. It's not a sexual thing. That's just plain manners, basically. Yeah, it's really lovely, and it reinforces a good feeling, I think, for women, and a lot of that's lost. Yeah, a lot of that's lost, unfortunately.
I actually like it when I get something done for me by a man, even a little thing. It just makes me feel quite special and looked after. It might be just opening a door or helping me with the groceries in the car park to put my stuff in the car. I quite like it.
Yeah, of course.
I don't take offence at all.
No, of course not. I don't get that at all. One of the things that annoys me most is people are always in a hurry. And they want to hurry before you get the supermarket. They want to hurry getting before you. I understand a lot of people have busy lives, of course, but it's only a minute instead of pushing in front of you. I've had people do that. That annoys me. I think, why do you want to do that? It's silly. Well, the other thing is with texting. There's a manners with texting, isn't there? Right? I don't get it. Right? Because I'm very abrupt. And my texting always comes and I need to know what the manners are for that. That's a new manners thing, right? Because I'll send a text and someone will get really offended. I think, what have I done? I've left out something. I've done it a few times. I've done it to my next door neighbour and she's really offended. And I think, well, I didn't mean it like that. Right? And I have to explain myself. So I think there's a whole lot of manners, and that really annoys me, right? That I don't know it.
Yes.
Yet.
Yes, I agree. I don't know it either. And my children accuse me of writing letters in text. Dear so-and-so.
We don't want to read a thesis. Regards. We don't want to read a thesis or a letter. Yeah, right. And mine are really short and curt, right? And not subtle at all, right? I don't offend people,
I would say that in practicing good manners, my advice would be always do it, because it doesn't take much time or effort, and you make the other person feel good, and then you feel good. And it is good for our community, for everyone to be passing out good feelings.
Thanks, you guys, for being here with us again. And just remember what we were saying about hello and thank yous. A thank you takes like 10 seconds out of your time.
Or less.
Yeah. And a hello and the power of hello and being present with people is so important. The absence of doing that is something that you'll never get back. And it's
quick to do it. It's a massive loss if you don't.
I think really is.
The power of hello is why I have Gay as a friend, who's one of our big contributors. Yep. It just starts with hello.
It just starts with hello and ends with thank you.
Nice.
Send this to a friend who's been cheeky and meaning to reply to your text for 3 weeks. You know who you are.
And if you haven't, and now you've heard this episode, this is your prompt to reply or RSVP. And next week, we are tackling loneliness, the danger of being connected to everyone but maybe close to no one, but from a positive lens, what you can do about it. We'll see you next week.
Hey, 2 quick things. What do you think of the show? We would love to hear from you by leaving a review. So just pick your favorite podcasting platform, pop us a review, let us know what you think. And secondly, we send out a fantastic newsletter every Friday called The Good News. We'd love to have you on that as well. We send things that you don't always see or hear on this podcast. Come on over to thisgetsgood.com and sign up. And turns out something good might be closer than you think.